Good evening, everyone. I'm Bondar JR, Silverwolf, Ron, and we're here to stream some EveOnline. Appreciate you guys all being here. Without further ado, let's get over here and get started. So this is my main, still in a matins. Haven't quite figured out what we're going to do tonight. So, I haven't even really checked. We got a couple corp mates in here. A couple others. Not really sure what's going on tonight, to be honest. There is Empire Belt, only 6 jumps away, which might be worth some effort. What's up, Drachenhort? So that might be worth some effort. I could definitely use that ore. So let's look into that one. I transferred all that, right? Yeah, we got those. 2, 2, 2, 3. Still 3. So we burnt. Oh no, they got those equipped. Alright, so let's actually jump over there and see if there's anything over there to see. Since it's all high sec jumps. Ugh.
Warp drive active.
How is everyone doing tonight? We got a bunch of people in the in-game channel. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Doesn't look like we have that many in the stream yet, but next bother me. I'm going to wish everyone that celebrates it a happy Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving here in America. So on that note, I will not be streaming tomorrow. Actually, going to a friend's house for dinner. And I may be back. But after eating as much turkey as I plan to eat, I probably won't be in any condition to stream. So we'll see. Maybe I'll surprise you guys. Yeah, appreciate it, loadboss. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to check out this Empire Belt, see if it's about depleted or if it is something that is viable. And if it's viable, we'll get somebody out here to look at it.
Warp drive active.
I didn't check for any further than that. But there's one at Odette, which is only 8 jumps, so that's not too bad. So I might make it an Empire Belt type of night. I added some new timers, which you guys may see, which are for donations for my hot potato charity event that's happening this weekend. It's actually happening right now. I don't stream till this weekend. 37 streamers, over 131 hours.
Warp drive active.
I am like streamer number 33, I think. 32 or 33. Can't remember what it is. Let's look here on the ad and see what it says. I'm way down here at the bottom on Sunday, December 1st. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. What I tell you? Number 33. Not sure if that's a lucky number or not, but we'll take it. So yeah, just one to keep in mind there. So if you guys are around, this is UTC. So for my time zone, I'm actually UTC 6, which is also GTC 6. So, which is Central United States. I guess we're in daylight savings now, since we fell back. But yeah, it'll be about 3 in the morning my time, Sunday morning, till 6 in the morning, Sunday morning, just before church. One of my incentives is Doctors Without Borders have given us these little temporary tattoos that you put on with water. And I have church right after my stream. So we want to see how many of these I can get on my face and then go to church. So we'll see how that works out. But so far, and I probably should put that up here on here as well, but so far the event has raised over $28,000, just short of 28,500. So, which is pretty incredible. So yeah, so with that said, something to keep in mind. But yeah, you can check me out on that early Sunday morning. And like I said, I think there's a timer that'll come up. We'll actually give the link to the schedule. Trying to think what else. There might be one with a link to my donation page. And there might be a couple others. So, but it's a yearly charity event put on by Halcyon Frequency for Doctors Without Borders. I don't think I even mentioned the Doctors Without Borders. Sorry about that. Awesome charity. Awesome charity. It's really hard to find good charities nowadays that aren't steeped in administrative overhead. But Doctors Without Borders is one of them. I think their overhead is less than 5%, which is amazing. Every dollar, almost every, what do they say, something like 95 cents of every dollar goes to the people they're working with. But a really good organization. So yeah, realize not everyone's in a position to be able to donate, but if you guys are up and want to tune in for my stream, that would be awesome. Use all the local support I can get from my regular viewers, because I've got a middle of the night slot. So, but it's actually only a couple hours after when I normally stream. So yeah, so looking forward to it. We'll see how it turns out. Hoping to raise some money for a good charity. So we'll talk about that probably a little bit later in the stream. But all right, there is nobody in this belt. Nobody. So with that said, I'm going to get Kragan out here. If I can find Kragan. There he is. I am going to get Kragan out here. First, I'm going to move everything out of his hold. Nope, already moved. That's not moved. Let's take that out. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to get him headed that way while I start mining. Oh, somebody just came in a Gila. Pretty sure they're not going to be mining. Good for them. I think that's variated. All right. I didn't take off after all. Where the heck's he going? More in. So I don't know why this Gila's here. What's up, Ming? Good to see you tonight. Thanks for being here. I got a Gila that's sitting here camping out my back door. I'm not really sure why. Not sure what he's up to. He's not mining. Oh, I guess he has mining drones, so I guess he is mining with drones. That's silly. I guess good for him. Just put a turkey in the oven. Don't think I got the kitchen too contaminated. There you go. There you go. My wife's going to do, we have a ham. She's going to do a ham tomorrow. We're going to some friend's house, and I think they're doing the turkey and we're doing the ham. So, best of both worlds. I'm doing Empire belts tonight, just because they're close. And I've got this belt all to myself, so that's kind of nice. But yep, there you go. Always a good combination. I've got Kragan headed to this belt as well. Couple jumps out. So hopefully he'll get here in time to pick this stuff up and drop it off. I didn't get anything to drink. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't know what I was thinking. I am going to form a fleet with him. Yes.
The asteroid is depleted.
Asteroid is gone, which kind of sucks. So where'd the fleet go? Oh, I wonder. No, he didn't. Weird. I guess because I changed session. Why is it not coming up? Why am I not getting it? Well, that's weird. Huh. I'm not getting the fleet invite. What the fudge? No, I'm not in a fleet. Well, that sucks. I guess we'll give it a second. I don't know what happened. There it is. No, that's Intercom. Join fleet. Once again, now I changed session, so it's not going to take. I don't know why they're not going through. Oh, here's somebody else. Mac Daddy got a retriever. Yeah, it's not sending the invite because I jumped. He better not be stealing from my thing. No, he didn't reject my invite. He's never got it. Crying out loud.
The asteroid asteroid is depleted.
How is the asteroid depleted? Doesn't make any sense. Ah, shit. I shouldn't have emptied that one. Alright, well, we can fix that. You're already in a fleet, drachenhort. Alright, there we go. Now we're all set up. Now I gotta change. What are you doing here?
The asteroid is depleted.
Alright, now I gotta change these. So these are gonna take. I can never remember. Complex. I was seeing a fleet window on the screen gone now. No, it popped up, but then when I jumped to the next system, it disappeared and wouldn't let me answer it, or I was answering it as I was jumping. And so it was causing some problems. But yeah, it was a real pain in the rear end. Yup, yup, yup. Whose retriever is that? Mac Daddy. Okay, so whose retriever is this? Kragan. Okay. Why are they targeting the same ones? No. Okay, good. Alright. Yeah, load boss. It was, seemed like it didn't like that I was answering it as I was jumping. But then when I would send it again, it wouldn't send. So, never a dull moment. Yeah, exactly. Just something to piss me off. It's always the way it works. Always the way it works. Welcome to Eve. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Exactly. I'm going to grab something to drink. I'll be right back. All the talking, I always get parched. Ads are getting ready to start, but after our situation the other day, let me invite him. I just sent Evan an invite. Yeah, after our situation the other day, I don't think anybody is unsubscribed, so. Whose cargo container is that? Oh, that's from the ship. Yep. This one. Do. 0356. Compression is on. Oh, then I don't really need to do that, do I? Thank you for that. It didn't actually bring up the other window like it normally does and ask me to compress it. Huh, just compressing it automatically. Well, that's kind of nice. I always thought that was a little redundant. Yeah, that's much nicer. That's a new change. Definitely a new change. Definitely a new change. Definitely a new change. Can't say it's a bad one, though. But definitely new. Yeah, that's through low sec. I don't know if I like that one. That's way low sec. And that's even wayer low sec. Roar. Yeah, roar is actually all lawless. I'm not even touching that one. I'm not touching that one. Alright. Oh, sorry. Yeah, pooling. It's on the agency. You go to resource harvesting or anomalies, and then any distance high sec. Pooling is the one we're close to. There it is. So there's one of the new timers. So that's talking about the halcyon frequency and the hot potato event. So if you guys get a chance to check any of them out, that's great. 37 streamers, 131 hours. One game. Just passing the save from person to person. It's pretty cool. Somebody coming in an Astero, which is really not a mining ship. And it doesn't look like he has corporation, which is kind of strange. Yeah, I do not like this new setup. Yep, so he's an actual NPC corp. So that's nice. Yeah, he's just sitting there not doing nothing. Alright, return. Uh-oh. One of them's gone. Well, that sucks. I didn't even see it disappear. Where are these next? But yeah, Halcyon Frequency is the one that puts on the event. This is the 6th year they've been doing it, so this one probably won't be around in 12 jumps, load boss. We're already through the good ores, and now we're just working on the yttrium. And there's 6 of us here now, 5 of us here now. So maybe.
The asteroid is depleted.
That really sucked. Ah, that's not what I wanted. That didn't work. All right. But yeah, you're welcome to try. Not trying to talk you out of it. The next one's through low sec, and all the others are through low sec, which we probably won't do. We'll see what comes up after this one, but probably, unless one of them is not going through low sec, we probably will be done. Yeah, now there's a 6th one that just got out here, Venture. So yeah, these aren't going to last very long. You're welcome to try, though, like I said. Serpent Power, why am I not hearing the raid? Are you guys hearing the raid? Serpent Power, thanks for the raid. Okay, as long as you guys hear it. I've been messing with my stuff, so for the for the event, so I wasn't sure if I screwed something up. So as long as you guys hear it, that's good enough for me. So, Servant Power, thanks for the raid, buddy. Appreciate it. How was your stream? Any good kills tonight? If you guys aren't following Serpent Power, he's definite good PvPer. I learned a lot from him. Definitely one to watch. That's all that matters. Gotta be fun. You're like my idol. Because even when you lose, you're happy about it. I haven't found a way to lose a battle and be happy about it yet. That always impressed me. That's just because you got so much money. Like, yeah, no big deal. I'll get him next time. Counting the cash. Just counting the cash.
The asteroid is depleted.
That was weird. Alright. Undock, you're already dead. Yep, there you go. Yep. Gotta expect to lose him in Eve. Sooner or later, it's gonna happen. Sooner or later. Prepare yourself for the worst, hope for the best. What's up, Kitty Ninja? How you doing tonight? Good to see ya. Yeah, these are dropping like flies. These are dropping like flies. These are dropping like flies. We are doing fantastic. We are doing fantastic. I was mentioning to everybody earlier that the hot potato event is actually going on. So let me see if these work. CHED, I think it was, right? Yeah, there it is. So yeah, there's the schedule, which actually I have over here someplace too. Yeah, there's the schedule. You'll see that yours truly is down here on Sunday morning. I'm going to open up Sunday morning, UTC -8. I'm actually UTC -6. So it'll be about 3 a.m. Sunday to 6 a.m. Sunday. If you guys are awake, feel free to stop by. But this is a really good event, really good charity thing, but it's actually going on right now. Right now, Juice Tice TV is streaming. And they're playing RimWorld, so it's a pretty good game, one of my favorites. But yeah, if you get a chance, check them out. At least show them some support by being there. So yep, and there's the other announcement. So yeah, 37 streamers, of which I'm number 33, and 131 hours of non-stop streaming. So 6 days. And it's actually been very interesting so far. Been a lot of,
Asteroid is depleted.
a lot of, a lot of drama. A lot of drama, which is notorious in the rim world. So. But yeah, it's a good event. It's one of the reasons I started streaming was because of this event. So I saw this event last year and thought, you know what? I could do that. I could raise money for charities by streaming. That's a pretty good cause. And I was able to stream enough. I started in March, was able to stream enough to get accepted when I asked to be invited here about a month ago. So pretty excited. Kind of like a dream come true. So excited to be part of it. I do have kind of a less than stellar slot because it's at 3 a.m. my time, but that's all right. I'm just happy to be part of it. So. But yeah, if you guys are able to join or stop by or at least support any of them, that would be fantastic. So yeah. But yeah, that's sponsored by Halcyon Frequency, and it is the charity. I keep forgetting to mention the charity is Doctors Without Borders. They go into war-torn countries and provide medical assistance to anyone who needs it. They are a fantastic organization. I was told, and I apologize because I haven't checked this specifically myself, but I've been told their administrative overhead is only 5%, which is a record among charities. Most charities run very large percentages in administrative overhead. That's how they make their money. Well, that's how their CEOs make their money. But this one is one of the good ones where 95 cents of every dollar makes it to the people that it's supposed to be for. So, which is pretty phenomenal. Pretty phenomenal. I've heard some of the good ones are in the 20 to 25% administrative overhead ratio, and this one's 5%. So some of the bad ones are in the 50 to 60% administrative overhead, but you know that's the way that goes. But yeah, this is one of the good ones. Halcyon Frequency has been doing this. This is the 6th year they've done it. I caught it for the first time last year. And like I said, that's what inspired me to start streaming. So yeah, it was kind of a good thing for me. And I'm pretty excited about it. So we'll see how it turns out. But if you are around 3 a.m. Sunday morning, that'll be fantastic. You guys will all get an email since you're all followers of mine. But if you're not awake, don't wake up just to see me.
Asteroid is depleted.
I don't want you guys losing sleep over me. So. But if you are awake, I would love to have you at least visit. So. I was telling the guys earlier that the Doctors Without Borders sent us logos that are temporary tattoos. So one of my incentives for making money and getting donations is that I'm going to put these on my face. And right after my stream, I'm going to church. So want to see how interesting we can make my church experience that day by getting as many temporary tattoos on my face before I go to church. So we'll see how that goes. We're down to our last three 3 roids. Last 3 roids.
The asteroid is depleted.
Am I late again to join the mining fleet? No, we're actually just doing Empire belts tonight. So I just saw one that was close, so I jumped on it, and Drachenhort was nearby, but this one's almost gone. All the ones we see after this one look like they're going through low sec, so I wasn't planning on doing those.
The asteroid is depleted.
All right, that's the end of that. Now let's see where the next one pops up. They never pop up close, but yeah, this Odette one, it's only one jump through low sec, but the last time I did just one jump through low sec, I lost both the Hulk and a Retriever, and a Mackinac, so not necessarily. This one's 2 jumps through low sec, and then the next one is 4. That's like, yeah, that's in lawless space, so it looks like it has a incursion happening there, so yeah, and that one's 2 incursions, and this one's like 18 jumps, but that's all high sec 18 jumps. But yeah, I don't want to go that far, so but let's see what's the next one that pops up. See if it refreshes. I'm actually going to pick up these guys. Oh, so I'm sitting here doing this on Kragan, and you guys ain't watching Kragan, so sorry about that. So yeah, so Odette, you guys can't see the jumps, but that's 1 low sec. Siseko, that's the new one. That's 7 high sec jumps. Gamel is about the same. Looks like 1 more. Or is actually several lawless. So that incursion's actually gotten bigger. So yeah, I ain't going there. Ammo. Aldebaran. That's 2 low sec jumps. Lure is 14. That's 1 low sec jump. And Mandori is, yeah, it looks like 6 low sec jumps. And then Finnar, that's all. Nope, that's not. It was all high sec for the other one. He must have it on high. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, is it's not really worth it. So, but I'm gonna pick up one of these cargo containers. Since we killed all these, but yeah, none of these are ones that I wanna go to. So I suppose if we wanted to mine in high sec, we could mine in high sec. I mean, Drachenhort's already got the porpoise out, for crying out loud. So Which one's Kragen's going for? He's going for this one. Even with an afterburner, these things are not fast, so. Ooh. That's weird. And actually, it just switched over to your local guru for streaming, so I don't know what happened. Somehow mine got screwed up. But yeah, they're up to 28,500. It's what they've raised so far. It's pretty good. So. Alright, so let's loot this one. Loot. Alright, and then if we go over here, he should be close to this one. Excellent. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to head back to... Oh, let's get out of this one. I'm going to head back to a Matins. And if we want, we can mine... Ooh, what is that?
Active.
I shouldn't be going through high sec. Why is it? What happened? Yeah, that's weird. I'm sure what happened. Yeah, if we want, we can mine in the Matins, maybe. We'll see what Drachenhort wants to do. I know it's early for him, so he may have to get some breakfast. He's not in America, so Thursday's not a holiday. So it's up to you. I got nothing else going on, so
Drive active.
probably get to sleep in for a little bit tomorrow. Wife's got to get up to make stuff, but I'll probably get to sleep in for a little bit. Hey, you. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. You gotta get over here so I can pick you up because you're fat. I can't pick you up. You're so fat. I can't pick you up. You're so fat. I know. Stop with the kisses. They smell. They smell. You got stinky kisses. Yeah, you got stinky kisses. Got stinky kisses. This is Benedict. This is my bestest buddy in the whole wide world. Bestest buddy in the whole wide world, huh? Yes, yes you are. 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 Okay, settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. They can't see your face when you do that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. You're just excited to be up on the chair with Daddy, huh? You don't normally get up on a chair with Daddy.
Drive active.
You don't normally get up on a chair with Daddy. You normally get up on the chair with Daddy, huh? Yeah. I love you too. 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 Yes, I do. 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 All right, I'm gonna put you back down because you're heavy. Yes, you are. You're way too heavy. We gotta get you to lose some weight. We gotta get you to lose some weight. Yeah, you're way too heavy. What's going on with your collar? There we go. There we go. All right, I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna put you down. Ready? Oh my goodness. Give me a hernia. Papadak. Yeah, he's not used to sitting in my lap, at least at the computer. Plus, he's too distracted by the flashing lights.
Warp drive active.
Thanks for the follow, Papadak. I don't know why I'm not getting any of my sound effects. That is really bugging me. It's really bugging me. I hear the game. And if you guys hear him, I guess that's really all that matters. We've had this happen before. Probably just need to close out and restart. That's kind of a pain. Definitely can't do it while streaming. So, but yeah, Papadak, thanks for the follow. And yeah, he's a good puppy. He's a good puppy. Doesn't listen very well. He's a long-haired dachshund, so very stubborn. Heard it when Serpent Raiden just heard it on the follow. Okay, yeah, so as long as you guys are hearing it, I guess that's good. For some reason, I'm not hearing it. I'm sure it's something to do with my OBS. So, yeah, well, he's definitely hyperactive, too. He's heavy, and he's big-boned. The vet, every time I take him to the vet gives me a lecture on how he needs to lose weight. But, man, he is super fast. Tried to run away the other day. I gave him a bath Saturday. And I think I took him out Sunday morning. He didn't have his collar back on yet, and he tried to take off. And yes, dachshunds are stubborn, very stubborn. But yeah, he was good. So, oh, sorry, ads on. Corgis are good. Yep. I'll wait till the ads are over. I keep forgetting about Kragan. He's falling behind. Oh, yeah, Basset Hounds.
Warp drive active.
Which belt you want to do, Drachenhort? I can just meet you there. We cleared like 4 last night. So we'll have to make sure it's not one of those. All right, ads are over. So yeah, Papadak, yeah, the Corgi, that's a really good dog. 8 months old, though. That's young. Benedict is 6. His sister, who's also a long-haired dachshund, she's much, much smaller. She's 7. We might get to see her if she needs to go to the bathroom. She'll come in to tell her dad. It's the only time she really talks to her dad is when she has to go to the bathroom. But yeah, Basset Hound. That was one of mine. I would love to have had a Basset Hound, but the howling was not a positive thing for my wives, my first wife and my second wife. So, though, since I divorced the first wife, I really probably shouldn't have tried to make her happy, but yeah, love Basset Hounds. Love Basset Hounds. Where you going? You want to see Mommy? All right, go see Mommy. Go see Mommy. Go ahead. Go ahead. Actually, let me go ahead and drop this stuff off.
Warp drive active.
Since I'm already here. Since I'm already here. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, when they start baying, oh my goodness. Yeah, his sister, Abigail, is the barker. Anytime we try to leave the house, she loses her mind. Starts barking, carrying on, just crazy. 15 beagles. Oh my goodness. I couldn't imagine that. Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. Used to have pets, dogs and cats when I was still with my parents, but now that I live on my own, I can't afford to have any. Yeah, yeah. When I was growing up, we had beagles that were rabbit dogs as well. And man, they were just, every time they caught a sniff of anything, they start carrying on. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kitty Ninja. I, uh, I, uh, yeah, spit it out. I had, dogs. I've had dogs all my life, but dachshunds I've especially had. I think this is my fifth and sixth. And, I had two when I got divorced 20 years ago. And I lost both of them within 6 months of the divorce. And it was so hard that I didn't have another dog for 13 years. And so my current wife has never had a pet. These are her first pets. And she finally, after her mom passed away, she talked me into getting a dog. And because we weren't making the trip back to the Philippines every 2 years. And I was really worried about it. And because, yeah, having gone through that with two of them within 6 months was really rough. Really rough. So, and I'm worried about her because I don't know how she's going to deal when these guys, and the inevitable conclusion, you know. But yeah, so we had Benedict first. We got him as a baby. As soon as he was old enough, I think 6 months, 8 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, probably 9 weeks is the correct one. And so, but Abigail we got when she was older. She was one that we got them both from the same breeder, and so, and she was one that the breeder bred, but because she was so small, she didn't have large litters, and so she didn't make money off of her. So she put her up for sale / adoption, and we took her. She's beautiful. If she comes in here, I really want you to see her. She's a beautiful dog. So, but yeah, they talked me into the corgi. I had a mini ouse. So all those are beautiful dogs. That went unexpectedly last September. That was just shy of 2 years old. Tore me up. Yeah, yeah. That's a hard thing to go through. That's just really hard. I mean, could probably have one if I want, but that would be selfish of me because I'm not sure I could take care of it since I'm out of home a lot. Yeah, yeah, that was ours when her mom passed. So we were going back to the Philippines every 2 years. It was a promise I made her when I brought her over here as a fiance, and so we went back to the Philippines every 2 years, and so it was just too hard to have dogs, and so we never really thought about it. But then when her mom passed, we said, well, we're not going to go until we retire, which is this coming April. And so yeah, so she mentioned it, and you know, I've never been able to tell her no with anything. So like my Bassets both live long, healthy lives. I was sad when they passed. Yep. Yeah, the young one, yeah. Yeah, and that's what mine were. The two that I had to put down. The one was younger. I mean, he was 10. But Sebastian, I had him from the same age that I had Benedict, and he was 16 when he passed, and so yeah, so I was really really happy with that because that was a really good good ripe old age, I guess you'd call it. So, but yeah, the Sebastian he was just like Benedict. He was a different color, but But he was it was nothing bothered him. Nothing bothered him at all. And Ben was someone we took from an older lady, went into a home, and she couldn't. Hold on, Kitty. I'll get you an invite. She couldn't have the dog when she went into the home, and so we. Hold on, I can't do two things at once. You should have the invite now, Kitty. But yeah, she couldn't have the dog when she went into the home. And so we took Ben in. Ben was a crossbreed. He was mostly dachshund. And but all he did was harass Sebastian. Just harassed him night and day. And so I thought, okay, when Sebastian passed, because he was old, when he passed and I had to have him put down, I figured Ben would be excited. He wasn't. He stopped eating. I managed to kind of stretch him on for several months. But yeah, he just had to just nurse him along. But he was not happy that his whole reason for living, which was harassing the other dog, wasn't around anymore. And so yeah, so that was a little bit weird. Oops. Wrong crystal. I knew it was the wrong crystal. But I thought maybe I could fool Eve. But Abigail's a weird one. Where am I? Did I not warp out to him yet? Thought I did. Try that. But yeah, Abigail's a weird one. She actually talks. So when my wife talks to her, she'll actually try to respond. First dog I've ever had. It makes noises and actually like she's trying to communicate with you. And so yeah, so it's kind of interesting because the first dog I've ever had that did that, and so she's a unique one, little tiny thing. Of course, her mom spoils her rotten with treats, and so they're both starting to put on weight. Benedict's put on a lot of weight, but that's one of the other problems. Is so we're retiring and moving to the Philippines in April. For those of you that don't know. And that one's going to be an interesting scenario because we're paying top dollar to have the dogs taken with us, and that one's I'm a little torn with. I love the dogs dearly, but my goodness gracious, that is expensive. All right, what are we looking for? You guys are working on those, so I'll work on these. Hey, Wyo, good to see you. I've been missing you. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. I figured you were busy. It's great to see you. But yeah, I'm glad to have dogs again. I really am. But I really worry about my wife. Benedict, we potty trained Benedict really early. Never had any problem with him. And he got a shot once for something. And I guess the vet gave him something extra to keep him from having an allergic reaction to the shot, which he expected. Well, he had allergic reaction to the allergic reaction medicine. and couldn't control himself and was peeing all over the floor. So it was like, okay, well, this isn't him. This isn't normal. So called the vet, and they were like, yeah, that's probably, if it doesn't work the way it's supposed to, that's what it does. And so I was like, okay. So he said, just got to wait a couple days for it to wear out of his system. And so, okay, no problem. My wife was like, you know what? Whatever he needs. If he needs a kidney, if he needs a lung, whatever he needs, I'll give it to him. And I mean, we hadn't had the dog but maybe a year. And I was like, holy mackerel. I'm like, I told her, I said, hey, just so we're on the same page here, if it ever comes to the dog needing $10,000 worth of surgery, it ain't going to happen. I love him dearly, and I said, and frankly, if it ever comes to me needing $10,000 worth of surgery where you have to pay $10,000, our insurance isn't going to cover it, I think you should probably consider whether it's worth it or not too. So, because, yeah, that's crazy. So, but yeah, she was just, oh no, whatever he needs. If he needs a lung, if he needs a kidney, he can have mine. I'll give him up. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I've been busy lately, usually in bed lately by the time you're on. Sorry about that, Wyo. I know I'm a little later, so sorry about that. But yeah, work always seems to get in the way. It's good for that. Excuse me. Stop that. I got like 10 hours of sleep last night. Shouldn't be yawning. Of course, I am on call. So that's always fun. I just remembered I forgot to check things before I started to stream, so checking my work just to make sure the bank isn't burning to the ground. Which it really shouldn't be since tomorrow's a holiday, but you know how that works. So, but yeah, the dogs are we're actually paying a service to take them over to make sure they arrive alive, and they really pamper them, take really good care of them, but it is not cheap. So, but I want to make sure they arrive alive, so it's worth it. So. Stop that yawning. Stop that yawning. But yeah, we're actually getting pretty excited about the upcoming retirement. So yeah, so I'll have to see how that goes. I will still be streaming once I get over there. Probably take a week off to get situated and then come back streaming. But yeah, that's the plan. I need something to do in my retirement, so that was another reason why I started streaming the charity stuff and my retirement. So yeah, it should keep me busy. Yep. Well, and my thought is, so right now it's about noon there, so which is the hottest part of the day, and so I'm not going to want to go out in that hot part of the day, so I figure I'll probably stream around this time, maybe an hour either way. So it should work out pretty good. Should be around the same time. So
The asteroid is depleted. The asteroid
That was one of the things I was worried about because I wanted to make sure if I build up a viewer base that I don't end up losing them all when I, like you said, switch time zones. And so, but yeah, that should work out perfectly. So, plus I should be more well rested because it'll be noon instead of late night. So, and maybe it'll work out for YO and a couple of others because they'll be, it'll be closer to when they can watch. So, knowing my luck, it'll probably be on the other side, but it's worth a try. So, but yeah, that's the plan, is to keep it around the same time frame. So, yeah, exactly. Well, that was one of the reasons I had planned to retire to the Philippines before I met my Filipino wife. So, but I had planned to retire to the Philippines because that was the only place I could retire, and I wanted to retire early. I've been tired of working for a long time. So, but yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to stop working here because it's just too expensive to survive, and I don't even live in a very nice place. So yeah, we live in a lower cost area, Filipino American community, and it's kind of amazing because even with that, it's almost impossible to survive here. So I don't know how people do it. So, but yeah, that'd be a nice 8 minutes. Exactly, yes, exactly. Thanks for being here. Yeah, yeah. Over there, I'm gonna live on. We're gonna live on, yeah, probably a quarter of what we live on here, and we're gonna live much, much better. And so, yeah, so it should be really nice. So we're pretty excited. Hello at the beginning. Yep. North Carolina, it's not too bad yet. Yeah, see, I'm in Kansas City, and it's not bad here. It's actually lower than the East Coast. I grew up on the East Coast. I grew up outside of Philadelphia, and so yeah, the Department of Defense moved me out here years and years ago, and that was the catch. I said, "What's the catch?" Because they were doubling my salary and moving me out to Kansas City, where the cost of living was half what it was where I was living in Columbia, Maryland, and they said nobody wants to live in Kansas City, and I said, "Sounds perfect for me." So, and I have loved it here ever since. So, but Load Boss is in North Carolina as well. Excellent. But yeah, I didn't stay with the Department of Defense very long because that was insanity I wasn't willing to do. But I did stay in Kansas City. But yeah, I've been here 25 years, 26 years. So yeah. Some days I Google how much a flat in New York is. Yeah, then that's like a one room apartment. What they call a studio. Your bed, your kitchen, everything is in the same room, And they're still super expensive. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I can't imagine that. Yeah, Kansas City's a lot better than that, but it's still, here in America. It was funny when my wife came over. The first job she got paid her more per hour than she made in a whole month in the Philippines. And so she was it was horribly skewed. She was like, ah. And, but then she realized I started showing her what it cost for for rent and for, electric and all that stuff. And she was like, wow, the streets really are paved with gold. And I'm like, yeah, but it costs gold to stay on them. And so, yeah, so yeah, everything in her country is cheaper. Everything except for the gasoline. Gasoline is higher, which is hard to believe. But I go through there from time to time at Fish Lake James. There you go. Yep. That's a good place to fish. Yeah, my buddy Kickin, he's not on tonight. He was supposed to be here one day. And I was going to take him out to lunch, but he never made it. He may show up later tonight. There you go. Yep. Yeah, I have some friends that live in North Carolina. They used to live here in Kansas City. They moved out to North Carolina. I'm not sure the exact city they live by. Sorry about that. Small world. Now, EIS. I think EIS, you're in Germany, aren't you? Oh, yeah, they do. They really do. Yeah, they really do. Yeah, they've been very happy with it. So, yeah, I think EIS is in Germany. Yep, Stuttgart. Yep. So, yeah, this time of night, I get from all over. So, yeah. Where the small Porsche's awake. That's a good one. I'll have to remember that one. There you go. Yeah, sorry. I stream at this time of night because I work for a living as well. And so what I would normally do is I would play games at this time of night to wind down before I go to bed. And one of my coworkers was like, "Well, if you're already playing the games, why don't you just stream, you know?" And I was like, "Yeah, I suppose." So I really wanted to stream after I saw the charity event. And but then I started trying to set up all the stuff for it, and I was like, "Oh, this is too much work." And so yeah, so he actually inspired me to go ahead and push through it. But yeah, it's pretty good. I've been real pleased with it. I've been streaming since March, and so yeah, worked out really well. And like I said, I was going to be playing games at this hour of night anyway, so may as well enjoy it with other people. So
The asteroid is depleted.
as we say during our Monday night, we have a Monday night viewer high sec mining event night, which is we have it right here where we're at tonight. That's why I was still here, because I was here from Monday night. I stream Sunday, Monday, 9:30 Central to about 12:30 Central, 12:30 a.m. Central, and then Wednesday, Thursday. So I don't stream on Tuesdays anymore. So I've enjoyed the Eve community more than I thought I would coming in on Twitch. Yeah. Most of them are pretty good. And it's actually made Eve a little more enjoyable for me. So I've been playing Eve for 21 years. I haven't played it the whole 21 years, but this character you're looking at here, he's 21 years old. Eve went live on Memorial Day weekend 2003, and he was born 4 months later, and so he's one that's kind of, I've been with Eve since it started. But they have CCP has made some changes through the years that have not been well thought out, and so it caused me to actually leave several times, and I always ended up coming back. But this last time when I came back, I was streaming, And Twitch was the one that actually said, hey, EveOnline will give you more viewers. And I'm like, yeah, really? And so, but yeah, it's actually been really good. It's actually made Eve more fun for me. So, April 23rd, but I really just started playing about 6 weeks ago. Yep. Yeah, it used to be back in the day before you could actually pay to get really far along. Everybody would see my birthday and challenge me or attack me because they thought I was really skilled, and I'm not. So I'm not a big PvP. That's probably the only thing I don't do. I PvP because I have to defend myself, but I don't normally do it very well, and so because I always lose. So I shouldn't say always lose. I lose most times. So yeah, there you go. Just so you're even older than mine. Excellent. Yeah, this one is until September of 2003. So way to go. Yeah. Yeah, all my alts. So the other alt that I'm running here now, Kragan, he's about 5 years later. Because I didn't actually make the second account until several years later. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Ultima Online, that's a really good one too. I actually played the original Ultimas way back. So, yeah. Yeah, I understand that. I have trouble remembering 18, but yes, I do remember being a little more free-spirited. Yeah. Recently, I skilled 2 tunes for the Christmas fund. There you go. I haven't done any of that stuff. I may have some of it already, but probably not, because they always create new ones every year. But that stuff's always so, what's the word? Superficial. And I never do that. But they've been getting better through the years and actually doing more of what people want. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, and Serpent Power would definitely agree with you there. So I said he's my hero because he can lose a ship and doesn't even phase him. Every time I lose a ship, I'm really upset. Now, luckily, I don't carry on the way the gankers want to record, but it still bothers me. I just don't let them see it bother me. The gankers got tired of ganking me because I didn't give them the reaction they wanted. Like, you're no fun. You need to swear at us. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Especially as a streamer, I had several of them come into my stream and figure out where I was and then come and gank me. And I didn't react the way they wanted, so they stopped doing that. So I came over from the mobile game, actually. Oh, there you go. Somebody else mentioned the mobile game here not too long ago. I never realized they had a mobile game. So they're becoming big time now. Then I get a ganker the feeling that a loss hurts you. Yep, exactly. Well, they also they want to catch you on stream so they can clip it, overreacting. And I never overreacted. I was always like, like, no big deal. Yeah, oh, it happens, blah, blah, blah. Half the time I didn't realize I had been ganked, for the first couple, which really made him upset. I mean, one of the first nights I was streaming Eve, I remember I went and they lured me into Udema. Because they were like, oh, yeah, there's some Kernite there. You can actually go and get some Kernite there. And I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I had a venture. Wasn't a big deal. I mean, before I even got to the belt, they had killed me. And I was like, oh, man, what happened? It wasn't until I went to bed hours later that I was like, you know what? That was kind of suspicious. I think I might have been ganked. And I went back, and sure enough, they had clipped my stream where I was killed and added it to their montage. And I was like, okay, yep, I definitely was ganked. So, yeah, that's where I caught my first death. In Udema, yeah, that's a ganker stronghold. So, but yeah. Wow, you killed your miner, big man. Yeah, exactly. Well, then they're all suicide because I'm usually in high sec, so they were suicide ganking. So, yeah, that's usually. Now I watch there's a site that you can use that'll check for gate camps, and that really works. So, I go Udema when I'm bored. Yeah, EIS likes to fight back. So, go Udema when I'm bored. That's awesome. And these are actually. Stop it. I don't know why I'm doing that. These asteroids are actually disappearing at exactly the same time. Which is just really weird. That's like the second or third time it's done that. So, but yeah. Yeah, you can fly through there in a shuttle too. They usually can't target you in a shuttle because you're too quick, but and at least the shuttle gives you a chance. So if they do target your shuttle, then Concord will come, and that'll give you a chance to get away with your pod if they do manage to get your shuttle. So gives you kind of a second chance, but so you don't lose your implants. But yeah. But yeah, it was funny because they came in, I want to say probably for a couple weeks and tried to lure me to spots until I got wise on them. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that, guys. And then they stopped coming into my stream. So I was like, okay, I'm glad that worked out. It's not like you can really ban them. They have so many accounts, you never figure out which ones are which. And to think a ganker needs around 10 destroyers a day. A lot of Veldspar, that is. Yeah, exactly. Sold all my stuff to go meet up with friends in a Mars space, but they don't really play. Yeah. So I had a 21-year-old corp from way back, and all my corp mates from MIT don't play anymore. So, and then I joined another corp that a viewer suggested, and the day I joined the corp, they left it. Which was like, and then I said, well, no big deal. I'll just stay here. It was a mining corp. No big deal. Well, then they raised their tax rate to 8%. It was 2%, which I wasn't okay with, but I was like, yeah, there's overhead for a corporation. Not a problem. But then they raised it to 8%, and I'm like, yeah, that's ridiculous. So we've actually started our own corp now. And so we have several of the viewers that are in that corp, so which is a zero tax rate corp. I will not charge any taxes. Not gonna do it. The
asteroid is defeated.
But yeah, I couldn't believe they raised it to 8%. I'm like, that's highway robbery, guys. They were getting money from my dailies, from my air dailies, from when I shot rats in No matter where I shot rats, they got a 8% of that. I was like, that's ridiculous. You're not doing any of this work. Yeah, I'd drop this if there were taxes. Yeah. I need that info. There. This is a new tune and I'm looking. All right. So, yeah, the name of the corp is Silver Wolves of Freedom. I wanted to make it Silver Wolves, but they wouldn't let me make it just Silver Wolves. 12%. Oh, my Lord. So it's somehow good. Yeah, the 12%'s going to you, so that's why. Yeah. 12%, man, that's high. Silver Wolves evade taxes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I was like, nah. Definitely zero taxes. Definitely zero taxes. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Especially since it's all or nothing. You take taxes from everything. You know, if you're just taking taxes from corp events, that makes sense. You know, if you come to a corp event, we set up a corp event, we do a moon mining or whatever, and you know, and that gets taxed, that makes sense. But no, it's taking taxes from your air dailies, it's taking taxes from any pirates you shoot. I mean, that's ridiculous. Every single thing you collect, it gets taxed. And I'm like, that's not right. They had nothing to do with my air dailies. Nothing at all. Nothing at all to do with the rats I shot. But they got 8% of every one of them. So yeah. Yeah, the market, I don't think they get anything on that. You're right. That's true. And I have to check that because I don't know. They might. I don't think they do, but that's a good point. But the market's another highway robbery. I mean, you got to pay taxes to post stuff, and then you pay taxes when you sell it. It's ridiculous. They're just double dipping. CCP, the house always wins, right? The house always wins. So, but yeah, load boss, feel free if you want to join. You're welcome to join. We'd love to have you. So, how do you think your corp pays rent? So, I pay it out of my pocket. We got one station. I pay it myself. It's part of being CEO. So, yep. House always wins. This is also my thinking. Yep. And honestly, the rent I pay here in the mountains is like, I don't know, 15,000 a month. No way in anything would 8%, 1% would be way more than that would be. So, yep. I put the money in the corp wallet. Out of my pocket. So, yeah. And that's what I did for my old corp 21 years ago. So, yeah, and if they have activities to offer, then that's a little different, But that was the other thing. That 8% tax corp, they never did one thing for me. Not one. I had no access to any hangars. I had no access to anything else. I think they had 2 stations, 2 offices, both of which were in smaller systems. So they weren't costing them a whole lot. But they're charging everybody, 100 and some, 200 and some people, 8% on everything they make. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So, and then if they did have a corp event, because every once in a while they would do like a moon mining event or something, they would charge you to get into the event. Which I thought, hold on a second. You're already charging us tax. Now, like I said, when they were charging us 2% tax, I was like, okay, there is some overhead with owning a corp, I said, but, when they moved it up to 8%, I'm like, nah, I gotta go. Yeah, an active corp is a fine thing to have, and they weren't really that active. That was the other thing that kind of bugged me. I was with them, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. I don't think anybody even asked who I was in that period of time. Like I said, one of my viewers brought me into the corp, and then she left the corp the next day, which was unbeknownst to me. But nobody ever once asked, hey, who's this strange guy that's in here with all these alts? Or who are all these people? Not once. So yeah, so and then to just out of the blue raise it to 8% for no reason was like, whoa, come on, guys. So yeah, I was. But they still got a lot of people, I guess, that are in the corp. So I guess not everybody has a problem with it. So we had POS station, had fuel costs. Yep, yep, yep. And that does make sense. That does make sense. My 21-year-old corp, we had a wormhole system and we had a POS and yep. But we would all have to mine so much ice per month to cover that because back then we didn't have taxes. So taxes is something in the last 10 to 12 years I think that Eve has added. So yeah, yep, yep. And that's what we would be required to mine so much ice, either mine so much ice or pay so much money per month to cover the fuel for the POS. And we would have events where, they could mine it in a group so it wasn't that bad and contribute. But yeah. But yeah, and those kind of things, it kind of makes sense that, yeah, you have those kind of things happening, and that's kind of worth it. But yeah, that's the fourth time that both of them have disappeared at exactly the same time. That is just too freaking weird. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, and now I can't remember what it was. I had a nickel for every time that happened. But yeah, I don't remember. Taxes are fairly new, so back then we didn't have taxes, so my single thing I want to be with the goons. Well, you could probably be with the goons. So there's Ghosty Mining. Yeah, Ghosty, is it Ghosty? Ghosty Gaming, I think it is a streamer. He's a goon. I'm pretty sure he's a goon. I think he was streaming tonight. If you jumped on his, they'd probably find a way to get you in. They're usually fairly active in their recruiting. Only 8 jumps away, yep. I want this because they are real active. They are very active. Very active. Yep. Yep, they are very active. So that is a good point. They're in nullsec, though. I'm not a huge nullsec fan. So. I'm paranoid enough without living in nullsec, too. That wormhole, those wormhole days, I hated. I hated those wormhole days, so. You're just a number to a corp like that, yeah. Armor fleet have very stiff inspection of your character you must pass, so. I didn't realize that. Yeah, so there's the hot potato announcement. So those of you that have just joined, there's a charity marathon going on right now by Halcyon Frequency that I am part of. I'm towards the end. They're in the beginning, but that's what that announcement is there. So 37 streamers, one save file, RimWorld. And they're raising money for Doctors Without Borders. Last year they raised over 100,000 for Doctors Without Borders. This year we're going to try and match it. And right now Doctors Without Borders has a sponsor that will triple anything we earn. So yeah, so that's going to go a long way towards helping them accomplish their goals. So, which is a really good charity. So if you guys get a chance to watch it, it is going on right now. You can check out the website that's linked there. I'll give you the details. Or if you just want to see me, I'll be streaming at 3 a.m. my time Sunday morning from 3 to 6. Fortunately, I didn't get the most glamorous spot, but I'm just glad to be part of the event. So I'm not a nullsec lover, but you need to have it. It is somehow mandatory. Yep. And that was why I thought maybe I screwed up my stuff. Was because I've been working on my layouts and my overlays and everything for that event on Sunday, my spot, and I've been messing with it. So yep. Yeah, that's one of the better charities. I was saying I haven't checked it myself, but I was told that their administration costs are only 5%. So 95 cents of every dollar goes to what they're trying to help, which is pretty good. Most of the bad charities are 50 to 60%. The good charities are usually in the 15 to 20%. So the fact that they're 5%, if that's true, is pretty phenomenal. And so, but they're all about helping, going into war-torn places and providing medical assistance, and it's pretty incredible. It actually listed a whole bunch of stuff that they can do for $5. They can provide all kinds of stuff. Like, I think it said, like, I'll have to, let me check it. It's better if I check it rather than quote it differently. It's having to refresh all my stuff. Yeah, so $5 can provide 4 treatments to cure adult patients from malaria, or 13 children, enough vaccine to immunize 13 children against measles. $5. That's pretty incredible. $10 can actually give 15 treatments to cure children from malaria, and provide clean drinking water for 147 people for a whole week. $10. That's pretty amazing. So yeah, so they make sure that it all goes right to where they're trying to help, which is pretty amazing. So yeah, so I'm honored to be part of that event. Like I said, they're going on right now. The current streamer is your local guru, and it looks like they're up to $28,700 so far. So it's pretty good because they're still in the second day. So and I'm not till day 6. So I'm on the last day. So save the best for last, right? So yeah.
The asteroid is defeated.
But yeah, it was funny. I was telling these guys that was one of the reasons I got into streaming, was I saw that event last year. It's always over Thanksgiving. And I saw that event last year and was like, I could do that. I could raise money for charities. That is a very honorable thing to do. Take my skill that I have learned over the years, and my ability to talk about anything and make money for some desperately needing charities. That sounds like a pretty awesome thing to do. So I had a coworker who used to always told me for years. I worked with her for about 20 years, and she told me that I would make a perfect nighttime talk show host. I always thought she was full of it, but that's pretty much what I'm doing now. Nighttime talk show host with the game playing in the background. Need to bring in some people to interview, you know. A month rent in New York can give you a whole year in Africa. You're not kidding. Yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah, it's... Yeah, like I said, when I grew up outside of Philadelphia, and I moved around the East Coast quite a bit in my early years after I graduated from college. And when the Department of Defense offered to give me a job and move me out to Kansas City, they were going to double my pay and move me out to where the cost of living was half what it was where I was living. I was like, what's the catch? They said nobody wants to live in Kansas City. So I was like, you know what? Sounds like the perfect place for me. So I grew up in a place called Coatesville. It's now known mostly for its drugs. So, old steel mining town. So, I have 8 brothers and sisters, and only one of my siblings is still in Coatesville. So, oh, there you go. Yep. Distribution. Yep. Yeah, it's an old steel mining place. They used to process the steel. A lot of steel plants there. Most of which are closed down. So. Plymouth Meeting. There you go. Yep. I know exactly where that is. Know exactly where that is. Yep.
The asteroid is
Small world. Small world. Small world. Yeah, I don't get back that way very often anymore. In fact, since we're leaving the country here in April, I was supposed to go back and have Thanksgiving with my family, but oh yeah. Yep. I was born in Philly. Also, the family moved there when I was very young. Yep. Yeah, we used to hang out in Philly. It was always fun. It's funny because everybody out here tries to sell me a Philly cheesesteak, and I'm always like, yeah, you don't really know what a Philly cheesesteak is. So it's kind of like when you go anywhere else and ask for barbecue. Kansas City's known for its barbecue, so if you get barbecue anywhere else, they say the best place in St. Louis to get barbecue is you get on the highway and drive 4 hours, 4 hours east, and then buy barbecue there in Kansas City. That's the best place in St. Louis. So, yeah, yep, South Street, yep. New York and L.A., and there's much in between. There's a lot in between. I'm right in the middle of those two, so. Kansas City's right in the center of those two, so. We're like right dead center in the center of the country, so. Yep, love the hoagies. We had an old hoagie shop down the street from us. That's where we used to get our stuff from when we were kids. God, I miss those days. Miss those days. Miss those days. The good old days. What I wonder is why we have the Autobahn with now speed limit in Germany. Yeah. That was one of the tourist attractions for you guys, was the Autobahn with no speed limit. I have several friends who went to Germany just to drive on the Autobahn. They actually bought German cars. So they went to Germany, bought German cars, drove them on the Autobahn, and then had them shipped over here. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll never have anything here with no speed limit. But soft pretzels, yeah. Scrapple. Yeah, I'm not a Scrapple fan. My wife's family, actually everybody in the Philippines, loves Spam. Oh my lord. So we get it cheap at Costco and send it over there, and you would think we were sending them like a lung. They were like, ugh, they love it. They just love it. Yeah, Scrapple's kind of like Spam. Yeah, it's scrap meat. The extra part of the animal. That's like Rocky Mountain oysters. Yeah. Yep. Like Rocky Mountain oysters, which are the testicles of a goat. Very delicious. Till somebody tells you what they are. Yeah, count it spicy. Yep. But yeah, my wife recently just discovered corned beef in a can. She loves all canned meats. And I'm of the intention of, if it's in a can, I'm not eating it. I mean, vegetables in a can, I don't have a problem with. Meat in a can, that's like last resort. That's like when the zombies come. Yeah, that's like when the zombies come. Then I'll eat the canned meats. But yeah, no, she loves it. Loves it. Loves it. Excuse me. Get a brick and slice it, coat it with flour and fry it. And yep, that's what she just made Spam for us tonight. That's exactly what she did with the Spam. We have such dish too. I know that style. Yep, great with eggs for breakfast or sandwich. Yeah, sometimes she'll make it with eggs. And I eat it because, I can't cook worth a damn, so I gotta eat what she puts in front of me. But yeah, not my favorite. Can I get an invite, Rusty Eyes? Sure. Do me a favor, join the in-game channel. That's the name of the in-game channel. And then I'll get you there. You might be in local. Oh, I see you in local. I'll invite you there. It's easier if I can invite you from the list rather than trying to type it in because I never get it right. Do. I got you added now, so. And we'll get you added to the corp. But looks ugly and not explained the end of the delicious. Yep. Yeah, that's the Rocky Mountain oysters. They are really good. Yeah, they're really good until somebody tells you what they are. And then it's like, Ooh. A lot of things like that. I dated a girl in college whose dad owned a farm. And that was the first time I had head cheese. Which is they take the skull of the pig and they boil it. And scrape all the meat off and just kind of make it into this, like Spam. It was really good. until he told me how they made it, and I was like, yeah. That's my wife. First time I was over in the Philippines prior to her being my wife, but I told her, there's going to be things that I'm going to eat over here that I probably won't get in America. If it tastes good, I don't need to know what it is. If it doesn't taste good, I want you to tell me what it is so that I don't eat it again. I said, okay. We had something, man. It was delicious. But I could tell by the way the texture and the shape and everything else, I was like, I don't want to know what this is, do I? No, you do not. Said it was good. I probably don't want to know what it is, so sorry, EveTare. I don't have any more VIP spots left to be able to allow links. Only VIPs can put links, so yeah, sorry. Yeah, you have to be a VIP to put in links because the spammers come in and they try to put links, so
Asteroid is depleted.
that's locked down. So once I was in France as a boy, 14 years or such, they gave me oysters. Yep. It's spelled like this. You had it. Yeah, it's a Y instead of an I, but yep. Yeah, those are, yeah. I'm not a fan. I really like crab. I have a sister that lived in Maryland. Now she lives in Florida. But she lived in Maryland, and we used to get the best crab when I would go to visit her. Oh, fresh crab. Oh, but yeah, they would also have oysters, and I was not a fan. So, but a lot of people love them. Yeah, I just love them. I always like to try new stuff. I went to Hawaii several years ago, and I told them to give me something. Actually, I shouldn't say several. It's probably been 40 years ago now. But I told them to give me something that I wouldn't get on the mainland, but don't tell me what it is. And so they brought me a dish, and I ate it. It was good, but it was a little tough. And so then I asked them afterwards what it was, and they said it was octopus. And but yeah, it was tough. And when they said it was octopus, it kind of made sense because it's kind of the way I imagine octopus. But yeah, the oysters, I think they just boil them, don't they? They leave them in the shell and boil them. But yeah, oysters always reminded me of the stuff that comes out of your nose. We call it snot. And she told me that they are not cooked; they are alive when they ate them. Yeah. That was an evening. Yeah. Some of them they will. Yeah, usually they'll boil them, and so yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, boogers. Yep. Yeah, that's why I never liked them because it always had that same consistency. But oh, I guess they say they're real aphrodisiac, so they make you horny. I I said I wouldn't know. I only had them once, and that was it for me. There's a lot of that kind of stuff that they eat kind of when it's alive. What's the other one? Frogs. No, the snails they cook. Yeah, you talk about being in France and they eat snails over there. The escargot. I guess everything we eat is probably at least dead. We don't eat anything alive. I saw there was a tribe when I was in high school. We did, the studies, geography, and there was a tribe in Africa that supposedly ate earthworms while they were alive, which I would have thought that would be a little bit weird. But since I've had chocolate covered crickets and chocolate covered grasshoppers and stuff like that, so yeah. Not my favorite stuff, but not that bad. Like I said, I always like to keep my horizons open and try new things, so. As a top tier predator, we need to eat a lot. Yep. Well, you think about it, because I was just watching yesterday the Star Trek: The Voyage Home was on, and where they have to get the whales, and so they go back in time to get the whales, and they're saying, the whales, one of the largest creatures on Earth, and all they do is eat a whole bunch of little shrimp. They just filter them through their mouth, and they have a little filter that scoops them all out. But they said, yeah, they had them in captivity, and they said they couldn't afford to keep feeding them like 3 tons of shrimp every day. So that's why they had to get rid of them. And so I was like, I guess that makes sense, because 3 tons of shrimp? Man, that's got to be expensive. Holy crap. He didn't have anything targeted. What happened there? Alright, we got to switch to something else. Bingo, bongo, boongo.
The asteroid is depleted.
Of course it is. Alright, let me get back there. All staff. Mining. Alright. But yeah, I always like trying new things. My wife, she's got, her Philippines is where those real big fish is. Whale shark, yep. Eats a lot of shrimp. Yeah, see, that's one thing I am looking forward to. Because here in Kansas City, we have a really hard time getting fresh seafood. And when you do, it's super expensive. In the Philippines, I'll pretty much have my pick of any seafood I want. So, which will be nice. I have to sacrifice never having winter again, which, I'm kind of a winter guy, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. But I figure it can't be all bad, so. And every time I think about it, I think, my wife struggled here she's been here almost 18 years now. And she told me, she said she has never been warm. She's never been comfortable here the whole time she's lived here. It's always been cold. And I'm like, really? Because, we've had some hot summers. And she's like, yeah, even during them, I was still cold. So, yeah, Xmas in the heat. Exactly. But yeah, you're right, drachenhort. That's kind of a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So, we have no seafood here, no regional seafood. Yep. Good blue catfishing in Missouri. Yep. A lot of catfishing here. Oh, I've never been a real catfish fan. I got a fish place down the street that cooks a mean catfish. That's the only time I've ever had it where I didn't taste the dirt. I had some people back home in Philly. We would catch catfish back there, and they would cook them up for us, and they were really good. But it's been years since I've had good catfish, because it just always tastes dirty. And so, I know it's a bit off topic, but yesterday I tried a recipe I never did before. Beetroot risotto. It was surprisingly good. I love that. Sounds good. And that's not off topic. We're still talking food. And besides, my stream has Ask Me Anything, so we'll talk about anything. I was telling the guys there one day, somebody asked about vasectomies, and I had a vasectomy several years ago, and we talked about that for several hours. Well, I'll talk about the vasectomy. We'll talk about anything. So, yeah, they're all revolving. Exactly. All revolving. Ask me anything. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Well, yeah, so I am looking forward to the seafood. I'm not looking forward to the heat. I'm not looking forward to the crappy internet. Because I have Google Fiber here. I have gigabit. And I've become very spoiled with it. And I won't get anywhere near gigabit over in the Philippines. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but that'll be one that I have to resolve fairly quickly for the streaming. So we're most likely going to use Starlink. So yep. In fact, I'm working with them now to see if I can buy it here and ship it over myself, since we're shipping a bunch of stuff over. So I can kind of try it out, make sure it all works, and before I get over there. So it's a little more expensive here than it is over there, which is kind of weird. But yeah, the other option was to send it to my brother-in-law and have him try it out, because he's in the Philippines. But the problem with that is then I might not get it back. Because if it works as well as they say it does, he's not going to want to give it back. So internet is important to me. If I do not have it a second, I get nervous. Yeah, I'm the same way. So we got plenty of trout here. Used to have plenty of eel, but that's overfished too. And hell's yeah. Yeah, we caught a lot of eel when I was a kid. And we never even messed with those. But we had a couple neighbors that would buy the eel from us, $20. Now we're talking 1970, 1980, probably late 70s, early 80s. $20 was a lot of money. But they would buy anytime we caught an eel, they would buy it from us for $20. And so we were pretty excited about catching eels. We made money off those. They were the same guys that when we did catch a catfish, they would cook it for us. And they were the only, like I said, back then, they were the only ones I ever had catfish where they got it clean, where it tasted clean. So, used to fang them myself and smoke them. Yeah. I don't know how they cooked them with the eels. But man, we caught an eel. They were super excited about it. And the snapping turtles. They'd give us $20 for a snapping turtle, too. Every once in a while, we'd hook a snapping turtle. Those things, you got to be careful because they'll take off a hand. But yeah, they would make snapping turtle soup, they said, is what they made with it. So there you go. Yeah, they love those eels. Like I said, I'm not a snake fan, and so the eels reminded me of snakes. But for $20, I'll pull anything in. Especially back then, like I said, I'd probably do it for $20 now, and $20 doesn't go as far as it used to go back in 1975. So yeah, $20 went a long way back then. That was big money.
The asteroid is depleted.
That was big money. All that for 303. Come on. Yeah. They're slower than snakes. But yeah, they loved them. Like I said, I don't know what they made out of them or anything else, but like I said, they get super excited anytime we caught one, and we were excited because we were excited about the $20. Like I said, snapping turtles. Snapping turtles were always really dangerous because, like I said, they'll take off a finger, sometimes a hand. They were vicious. But once we got them on shore, once you hooked them, you started reeling them in, you realize that, hey, it feels like a rock. And so once you got them reeled in, got them up on the bank, it was pretty easy to make sure they didn't come out of their shell. So you would actually use rope and put around them, and so that way they would stay in their shell, so they wouldn't come out and bite us. We take them to the guys, and it would usually take all 3 or 4 of us to carry them because they were usually pretty big. But they would love that too, because like I said, they made snapping turtle soup is what they said they made out of those. Never told us what they made out of the eels, but they would actually clean the catfish for us. And I think they soaked them in milk or something, and that's how they got the dirt out. It was something like that. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, it was the best catfish I've ever had. And then there's a place here down the street from where I live right now that makes a really mean catfish. They deep fry it, and it's the only other one I've ever had that really tasted clean. Most catfish I've ever had, even if I get it from the grocery store or anywhere, you can still taste the dirt. You and me both, EIS. That's one other one that I found out recently, that the Philippines has cobras, which I didn't know. And of course, you just saw my dog here a little while ago. He's a small little thing. He doesn't know how to shut up. So I figure, yeah, I'll probably spend all this money to ship them over there and get them over there, and then they'll get bit by cobras, and then I'll be really pissed off. But my wife hadn't told me that one. She knows how I feel about snakes. I'm not a huge snake fan. So we watch a lot of YouTubers that are in the Philippines, and so yeah, we have snakes here, mostly non-poisonous here, but I don't care. Snake is a snake as far as I'm concerned, and so yeah. But in those cases, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, in those cases, the things. Yeah, I do like the way the new compression works too. So saves an extra click. So yeah, and we do have rattlesnakes here. The nice thing is with the winter, they're since they're lizards, so to speak, reptiles. They're warm-blooded, so they can't survive the winter, so they hibernate in the winter. So, we don't see them half the year. So, and then, yep, still need to stack. But yeah, the most of the ones we have around here are non-poisonous. But like I said, I can't tell one from the other. I see a snake, as far as I'm concerned, it's deadly and it needs to die. And I usually don't waste any time, especially with the little dogs. But I always have my neighbors tell me, "Yeah, that wasn't a bad one." I'm like, okay, still dead. He didn't want to be dead. He shouldn't have let me see him. So we had a big old one out on our sidewalk one day, and the dogs were barking at it, and I couldn't figure out what they were barking at. And when I saw what it was, I was like, "Oh crap!" Because I thought it was going to bite him. And I took the shovel to it, fixed it up real good. And then, yeah, one of my neighbors said, "Yeah, that wasn't poisonous." I'm like, yep, that's kind of where I'm at. Yep, if you're in my yard, you're asking for it. So, get out. Get out before I see you. It's weird because we have a lot of cats in our neighborhood, a lot of feral cats. And you would think that we got a bobcat in the neighborhood. You would think the bobcat would take out the cats. You would think the snakes would take out the cats. No, the cats seem to be the top tier, and they just love harassing my dogs. They walk through our yard and pee in different spots in the yard just to freak the dogs out and drive them crazy. And I'm like, you crazy. Yep. Yeah, I'm not a snake fan at all. So I figure it'll be the same with the cobras if I see any of them. But yeah, it was years. We've been watching some of these YouTubers for years, and they never mentioned the cobras until recently. So yeah, yep. And up in Pennsylvania as well, where we used to hunt. We would hunt deer up in Pennsylvania, and there was a lot of bear up there. Can't go for easy prey when they can. It's not that they look for a challenge. Yeah, true. But I would have figured like the bobcat, or we got a lot of hawks. I'm worried one of these hawks is gonna swoop down and pick up my little dog, my girl dog, not the fat one I just had in my lap, but the other one. She's much smaller, and yeah, and these cats are all smaller than her, and yeah, the hawks never get them. So yeah, it's really weird
The asteroid is depleted.
because I'm like, they don't seem to be taking out the cats. Shouldn't be much threat to the dog, but looks like we're working on the same roids. Yeah, cats are usually opportunity ones. You're right. Goodness gracious, what's going on here? I didn't even hear these. Never trust a cat. Yeah, nah. My first wife, she had cats. I had the dog, she had cats. I kind of got used to them then. They grew on me. But yeah, these feral cats, they literally just go out of their way to drive my dogs crazy. They'll sit on our porch and wait till I open the door to bring the dogs outside, and then they'll take off. And the fat one that I just had on my lap, he will sniff every blade of grass, following them around the yard, their path. And it's like, come on. They're just torturing you because they're like gone 20 minutes ago. You're not going to catch them. Oh, excuse me. So I say we finish this one off and call it a night. We're pretty close. They're dropping pretty fast. Once a neighbor stole my cat, but I cannot prove it. Yeah. That's what I worry about with these dogs, because they're a real popular breed around here, and they seem to disappear. Um, that's why I have them chipped and I have name tags on them. But like I said, Benedict, the fat one, was in my lap earlier. He right after I gave him a bath, he tried to take off, go see one of the neighbors, and one of his buddies that he's made friends with all the neighbors, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Because he didn't have his name tag on. I thought that would be the one time he'll run away, and then I won't. Yeah. He'll be like, well, I didn't have a name tag, so we're just going to keep him. The little one, Abigail, she won't leave the yard. She knows where her food comes from, so she's like, nope, I'm staying real close to here. So Benedict knows where his food comes from, too, as you can tell. He's never missed a meal. But he doesn't take it real seriously. He's got a couple neighbors that he just loves. So, God bless him. I don't know. Drachenhort might have fallen asleep. It is a cat on farm. So actually, she was not really mine. Once she did not show up anymore. Yep. That's kind of the way cats are, though. Cats are pretty independent. Cats are pretty independent. Oh, we got some rats. We got some rats. Oh, man, you guys killed them off before I could even get to them. What the heck? Alright. Yeah, we're on the last couple. Oop, I don't want those. Unlock. Still here. Okay, good. When the Post Malone Church Day, I kind of barely heard you talk about it earlier. When's the Post Malone Church Day? I kind of barely heard you talk about it earlier. I don't know what you mean. My stream, my charity stream is right before church on Sunday. So from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. And so one of the things they gave me was they gave me these little temporary tattoos. This is from the Streamers Without Borders. This is their logo, or excuse me, the Doctors Without Borders. And so my plan is to use these as a financial one. So if they pay so much, give so much to charity, I'll put one of these on my face, and then I'll have to go to church with these tattoos on. So because they're temporary, but they're not that temporary. I think it's a couple days. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. So probably freak my church mates out, but it's for a good cause. They'll get over it. Actually, it probably won't freak my church mates out at all. They've seen worse. So they've seen worse. Oh, for crying out loud. You guys are making them go away before I can even target them. Alright. Alright, yeah, so we'll call it quits after this one, since I usually quit around this time anyway, so. But yeah, that's what that was about, so. Sorry about that. But yeah, they gave me like a stack of, I don't know, 30 of them. I mean, it's pretty huge. I'm like, how many of those did you expect us to use? But yeah. So yeah, I have those as one of my incentives. If they want to have me put them on, they can donate some money. So church mates might are able to understand. Yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm a greeter at the church though, so I'll be right out in front of the church. So with all these tattoos on my face would probably work out real well. So going to church with temporary face tattoos. Yep. Independent, yes, but neighbor's an idiot. And there's one neighbor who do not really want to know what happened. Yep. So yeah, my wife was coming to tell me about the movie theater experience. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I was hearing something about that today. That I guess there's a lot of people that are going to see Wicked and they're singing along and it's making people upset. And I'm like, okay. And Kind of funny though. Yeah, so I think it will be kind of funny. I think that'll be pretty cool. So yeah. And I'm hoping that, out of it, maybe I'll get a few more donations. So some of my church mates would be like, you know what? That's pretty cool. I'll go ahead and donate. So free advertising. Yeah, they made 100,000 for Doctors Without Borders last year, and this year they have a sponsor that's going to triple whatever we make. So that's going to be awesome. So I'm hoping we get to 100,000 again this year. Like I said, they're currently at. Let me let it refresh here. I can't see where he's at. He's got his chat over top of it. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, he's got his chat over top of it. 28.8. So it really hasn't gone up that much. He's only gone up by $100. It's 28.7 the last time I mentioned it. So yeah, my church is just happy to see me when I show up. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm a regular. So, and like I said, I'm head greeter. So, and I also run the ushers, and so, which will probably, yeah, I didn't think about ushering. That's going to be one. Maybe I'll find somebody else to usher for me. Might freak the pastor out. But yeah, it should be interesting. At least be a conversation topic if nothing else. So. Yeah, yeah. Well, and there's a lot of churches that aren't into words, so I understand that. So hard to find a really good church anymore. So. All right, so let's salvage these guys. Oh, too many. Compress. I do like this new compression. All right. Yeah. I wondered if I should say something about Church and Blues Brothers, a film fall in my mind. Yeah, that is a good one. That is a good one. We're on a mission of God, if you like it or not. Yeah, that's a good one. Blues Brothers. The Blues Brothers.
The asteroid is depleted.
All right, they're dropping like flies. Only got a couple left. Only got a couple left. Yeah, we're down to the last couple, so. And they keep disappearing while I'm mining them, so.
The asteroid is depleted.
There on the R Mega Think right now. Yep. Media Tech.
The asteroid is depleted.
Loved Don Camino as a kid. There you go. Yep. Up in Smoke, how you doing there? Good to see you. Sorry, I almost missed you. Mining's going okay. We weren't planning on mining tonight, but we just kind of fell into it, so. But we're actually just getting ready to quit. We're finishing off this last roid in the belt. We cleared 4 belts on Monday night. And we cleared 1 tonight, so not bad. Yeah, Monday was, we had a lot. We had a good group of people. Yeah, we had a good group of people. I need to wonder how to rob my bank as I recap what I have to do today. Up in Smoke, ice mining. Good job. Good job. Yeah, we do that every once in a while when we need to pick up some more heavy water. It's the Monday feature. Yeah, Monday is what we do. Every Monday we do high sec mining. So you guys are all welcome. Right here in the mountains. I have to do 50 to 1,000 ice a day just to keep up with the heavy water for the orca. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. That ice is so slow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't use that much heavy water, to be honest, with just doing it 1 or 2 nights a week. So
The asteroid is depleted.
and that's the last one. I'm gonna pick up this last. Oh, looks like nope. I was gonna say I'm gonna pick up this last cargo container and call it a night. We'll figure out who we're gonna raid. Actually, I'll wait here to cover your back, drachenhort. Make sure nobody sneaks up on you. Make sure nobody sneaks on us. I mine ice or moon ore. Yeah, we want to start doing moons. We haven't done moons yet, so that perfect time to get breakfast. I don't remember which country you're in, Drachenhort. Is it Germany as well? I ship the ore to where it's needed then. Yep. Yeah, that's what I do, EIS. I don't build here. I build on the other side, so moon mining would be very interesting. Yeah, we're talking about doing that. I want to get into that. Another profitable night. How much water did you use, Drachenhort, I'll pay you back for the water. So, Germany. Yep, that's what I thought. Thought that's where you were at. About 5,000, not much. Okay. I got it there. Actually, yeah, once you start moving, I'll beat you. I'll beat you to the station, so then I'll be there to gift it to you. Trade it to you. I'll just wait till you get moving. Takes a little bit to get that thing going. I don't want anybody to come in and jump you while we're already left. Thanks, EIS. All right. Let me dock her up.
Warp drive active.
Maybe I'll beat you. I don't know. Seems like the Hulk's dragging a little bit today. Oh, there you are. Yep, you're still approaching.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yep, I gotcha. I gotcha. I'm gonna have to pick up some more. No, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for yeah. Mining with the compression is always a lot easier. Thank you for that. I'm gonna give him one of these miasmoses for crying out loud, because and I'm gonna give him all my ore so he can put it in the miasmos. And anything else I looted, which wasn't much. Oop, I guess I better go over and accept it, huh? So yeah, so now I'm messing over here with Kragan. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stack all this stuff up and see if we can fit it all in the mining hold. Oh, we did. Oh, for crying out loud. Of course it did. I didn't kill any. Or did I? I don't think I did. Alright, that should work. And then we'll trade this back to Falstaff. All right. So yeah, so one last time here, you have the use of heavy water. I made a contract just to be like, oh well, thank you, appreciate that. I do. Yes, we use it in the porpoise or the orcas. That's the fuel that drives the compression. So appreciate it. But yeah, so here's the schedule again, just if you guys want. Like I said, I think if you search on Twitch for hot potato, you'll find it. Or if you check your time slot, check whatever time. Like I said, right now, your local guru is the one that's doing it, and after that, it's Arch Play stuff, and so that'll end Wednesday. But yeah, we're up to about 20, just short of $29,000 so far. I think our goal was 75, but like I said, we made 100,000 last year, so I would expect we'll make 100,000 this year. If you guys really want to watch, the guy to watch here is this Italics. I don't know if you've ever seen him. I think he made 10,000 by himself, close to 15,000 by himself last year, and he only had a 4-hour window. He's got a 5-hour window this year, so he should be pretty interesting. I don't think he got to play the game hardly at all. I think he was just fundraising and saying thank you for fundraising. So, but I'm 2 after him, so I figure by then they'll have already gotten their goal, and so I can skate in for the win. But if you guys are around, that'd be fantastic. If you could join it for mine, like I said, UTC -8, 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. Sunday, or my time is 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. If you're Central U.S., East Coast would be 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. So you guys, I don't want you to have to get up for that. But yeah, I'd love to have you guys on just so I have some friendly faces. We probably, each one raids the next one, so they're just carrying all the viewers along. So there's several thousand. I'm pretty sure there's several thousand in there viewing. Oh, he's only got 300 right now, so maybe because it's overnight. But yeah, the last one had like 4,000 that was watching her. So yeah. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Just a reminder, I will not stream tomorrow because it is Thanksgiving. I'll be celebrating it with my wife, and then my next stream will be the charity stream Sunday morning. And then I'll stream again Eve Sunday night. So yeah. Sounds like a good one. Now let's see who we're gonna raid. Not gonna raid him. So let's see. We'll raid somebody Eve related. So Ghosty's there. Blitz is there. Who's got the least? Blitz has got the least. Blitz always raids me, actually. Rampage has less than Blitz, so by 1. Says he's just chatting, though. So I'm going to raid Blitz. Blitz always raids me, so I'm going to go ahead and raid Blitz. But thanks for being here. Oh, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, and thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. And then let me go ahead and raid Blitz. Hopefully he'll be actually playing for a little bit. Maybe he'll be actually getting ready to log off, but that's okay. He'll definitely raid somebody else, so we'll get you passed on to somebody else. But yeah, if you guys can make the charity stream, by all means check it out. At least give him your support with your presence. So, and I appreciate it. And I will talk to all of you. If not Sunday morning, I'll see you Sunday night. Talk to you then. Thanks again. Night, Drachenhort. Appreciate it. Thanks again for the compression stuff. Appreciate it. Night, loadboss. Night, kitty ninja. Night, EIS. Night, Papadak.